Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be doing an honest review on the Luna's Howl. Now a lot of you probably have seen a review before, but I'm actually going to be giving you an honest review that does tell you whether this weapon is actually worth grinding for. But before we do that, if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you do subscribe, drop a like down below, and let's jump straight into this. Now currently the Luna's Howl is definitely one of the top PvP weapons. Now this review is going to be PvP and a little bit PvE, because a lot of people don't talk about this weapon in PvE, and it's quite surprising actually. I did try this weapon a little bit and I have got some information, but I'll show you that at the end. But I'm going to read out the perks of this weapon if you don't know what they are already. Right, so it does have precision frame, recoil pattern is predictably vertical, fires quickly with high accuracy. It also has polygonal rifling, reduced recoil barrel, increases stability. Drop magazine drops when reloading, which wastes ammo but increases reload speed. Zen moment causes damage, increasing stability. And then it has magnificent howl, rapidly landing 2 precision shots, grants a short period of bonus damage until the next kill or miss. Now this magnificent howl perk is probably the perk that does make this weapon, to be honest. Now the magnificent howl perk is pretty much the equivalent to rampage times 3. However, it is a lot harder to actually get the perk. Now rampage is simply just a kill. However, with the Luna's Howl it's 2 critical headshots and then your third shot will do a lot more damage. I think it is double the amount, I'm not quite sure on that, but it is a lot. You can tell from the clip in the background I hit for 131 in the head when I did proc that magnificent howl perk. Now it is a really good hand cannon with that. However, it's still good even if you just hit one headshot, a body shot and then a headshot. Now I would say without the magnificent howl perk it is pretty much the trust. It's got the same fire rate and everything, but obviously if you are accurate with hand cannons and you can hit them headshots, this is 10 times better than the trust. Now the best way I can describe this weapon is the last word combined with the Hawk Moon, with the damage it does and the fire rate it's got. It's a really good hand cannon. It's probably the best PvP hand cannon we've had probably ever, to be honest. Now I have got one downfall with this. Now in every other review that I have seen, everyone has said grind for this weapon. Now the only problem I've got with this is if you are a solo player like myself. Now I did this quest all with solo and me and my friend. So pretty much what this means is if you are doing it my way, which is solo and maybe just a friend, it does take a long time. And it's not simply because you're bad at the game or anything, it's pretty much the matchmaking servers. You're guaranteed to come up against a 4-man pretty much every game, and obviously if there's 4 of them and 1 of you, your odds are against you pretty much and you are going to probably lose. However, if you are in a 4-man and you have got a good Crucible team, this weapon should be easy to get. Now the quest line is pretty hard. I'm not going to go over the quest line in this video because it is simply just a review. If you do want to know how to get the Luna's Howl, simply just look up a video, you'll find loads all over YouTube. Now a lot of people will be saying, is this the best hand cannon in PvP? And in my opinion, yes, this is definitely the best hand cannon in PvP, apart from the Not Forgotten. Now guys, if you do want me to get the Not Forgotten, obviously I can't do it this season, but I will do it next season. I want 1000 likes on this video. Now I will explain why I want that many likes later on in this video, but there is a reason for that and I'll tell you later. But if you are going for a hand cannon that is really good, and it's not too hard to get if you are good at Crucible or you are in a 4-man. However, if you're like me and you're just a solo player that's average, it is difficult to get, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I thought, is it even worth it? But I got that far into the quest, there was no going back really at the end. So I did grind it out. However, if you are easily annoyed, so if you get angry a lot, there's no point going for this weapon because it's just going to frustrate you to the max, and you're not going to want to play Destiny after you do go for this if you are a solo. But if you do want to grind for something, it's definitely a weapon to go for. Now I thought halfway through this quest I probably won't want it at the end of it, but now that I have tried it, it was worth it in the end, guys, to be fair. But Obviously I'm quite calm, however if you are very angry I wouldn't even bother going for it. Now at the time of recording this, it's currently Tuesday 20th of November, which means you are going to have only a week to complete this, so if you've not started it, don't worry. I'd just wait till it resets to season 5 I think it is, and then that way you've got a full season to grind for it. Now obviously the reason I set 1k likes on this video for the Not Forgotten, for me to try and get that, is because of how much stress the Luna's Howls actually cause. Because you'll win a few games and you'll lose pretty much double the amount normally. Now I'm an average player and it's pretty much the matchmaking that does me in competitive. And not only that, you're coming up against people with Luna's Howl. So if you haven't got it yet, the longer you wait the harder it will get, because everyone's going to be getting this weapon and going for the Not Forgotten next season. So you will come across a lot of teams that are using Luna's Howl, Chaperone, stuff like that. So my recommendation, if you are halfway through the quest this season, just get it done quickly this week. Right, so I will go over the stats real quick. It's got a range of 47, stability of 79, handling of 42, reload of 86, aim assist of 79 and recoil of 95. So it is a well-rounded hand cannon. The only downfall at the minute is the range. Now obviously there is a Not Forgotten, which is like the Luna's Howl's big brother. Now it pretty much does have better range. It's got like the Ace of Spades range with the same perks as the Luna's Howl. So I have heard a lot of people say that the Not Forgotten is better, and it should be for the rate that you do have to go to get that. Now obviously you need to reach, I think it's Master, I'm pretty sure. Something like that anyway, a Legend, I'm not sure what you call it, but it is around about 5,000 competitive points. And obviously Luna's Howl was only 2,100, so it's practically double. Now if you are a hardcore PvP player, you do want to go for that. However, if you're just casual like me and you wanted a PvP weapon, just get the Luna's Howl. There's not really much point grinding for that after, but it's totally up to you. But if you guys do want to see me get that and do a review on that, let me know, and it will need to get 1,000 likes because it does cause me to get very stressed, guys, I'm not going to lie. Now like I said at the start of the video, I'm going to do a quick review in PvE. Now a lot of people don't talk about the Luna's Howl in PvE, however I found it to be a really helpful gun in some situations. Now guys, I'm not going to lie, it's not going to be replacing the Elgato shotgun or anything like that. However, if you're just looking for a decent fun hand cannon to use in PvE, it's definitely one to use actually. Now I did find that it did work best on bosses, and that's because you can hit them critical shots every time pretty much. Now I did seem to struggle a little bit with smaller enemies. That's simply because of the hitbox that they do have. It is a lot smaller to actually hit, and if you are using this hand cannon, it is crucial to hit them headshots. Without that you're pretty much just using a trust. So guys, if you're not too good with hand cannons and you can't really control the recoil or hit them headshots, this weapon isn't really for you. It's more for the advanced players that do know how to use hand cannons, have been using them for a while. Now don't get me wrong, you can learn it, but that's up to you guys. If you do want to learn how to use this hand cannon, it's going to be quite difficult and it will take you probably a day to get it spot on pretty much, and being able to hit them headshots every time, especially in PvP. Now the recoil pattern isn't too bad. A lot of people do say it's quite bad and it is quite hard to control. However, I found this weapon to be really easy to use, especially in the recoil, but that's just my opinion. A lot of people do differ on that opinion. Now guys, I am going to answer today's question, which is the Luna's Howl worth it? Now, it's going to vary. I'm going to give you two answers. If you're a PvE player, definitely don't go for this, guys. There's no point whatsoever. If you're a hardcore PvP player and you do like PvP and you like competitive, definitely go for this weapon. Not even that, go for the Not Forgotten if you can, because it is a lot better, I've heard. But obviously get this first because you do need this anyway. Now if you are an average player like me, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. All I'm going to say is that the quest is very stressful to complete unless you're in a 4-man or you are a good PvP player. But that's pretty much it. If you're a PvE player, don't bother. A PvP player that's average, it's up to you. And if you are a hardcore PvP player, definitely go for this weapon. That's pretty much it for this video. If this video did help clarify whether you want to go for this weapon or not, make sure you do leave a like down below. Drop a comment below your thoughts on the Luna's Howl. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel guys, make sure you do subscribe because we are close to our goal of 7.5k by the end of the year. We've been growing really fast recently on the channel and I'd just like to thank you. That's pretty much it for this video. If you want me to go for the not forgotten, remember it's 1k likes. I know we're never going to hit that, so I'll never have to go for this weapon. But that's pretty much it from me, and I'll catch you in the next one.